If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. Logic and Wiz Khalifa have just announced that they're going on tour together this summer. So today, we're going to look at what this whole announcement means, how this came to be, and what this means for both of their, now especially also focusing on Logic's, upcoming releases, because that's also what's very interesting about this. And there are some things in here that I'm still kind of not sure about, but we're gonna go through it all and see what we can find out about this. So let's jump straight into this. So the first time we heard about this was from DJ Bonic. So Wiz Khalifa's DJ, he took to Twitter to announce this thing. He said, "Summer tour with Wiz Khalifa, Logic, and DJ Drama. Tickets go on sale Friday. Grab pre-sale access and more at vinylverse.co. See ya," which is always a whole, Wiz Khalifa thing he's doing right now, the see ya. But anyway, we got to look at what this means. He also posted the two, covers or posters with the dates on it as well. So let's look at these. So we can see that this tour is going to be called the Vinyl Verse Tour. Now, this is oddly similar to Vinyl Days, the album that Logic is supposed to drop and has been supposed to drop for a very long time now. But we're going to go into that, association in a bit as well. We can also see that there's obviously Wiz Khalifa and Logic headlining the tour, but they're also going to take 24K Golden on the tour. How did this come about? I mean, even Wiz and Logic, they've worked together over the years and they've been like homies, but I did not know that they were this close, that they were going on tour together. And 24K Golden, he's still very suspicious to me as an industry plant. How did he get a spot on here? Especially, why with Wiz and Logic? What is this combination? Have they even spoken to each other? Does Logic know about 24K Golden? That's what I'm asking. Anyway, he's on here. We also have DJ Drama. That is insane. I'm hyped for that. We have Fett the God. Personally, haven't heard from him. And also C. Castro, the longtime, Rat Pack member and Logic friend that he recently also signed to Bobby Boy Records. So that's also very interesting. Let's look at the dates. First of all, the cover art looks also pretty cool. Probably some Sam Spratt art, the way that it looks right now, kind of taking inspiration from Logic projects. Let's look at the dates. Here we can see that there's a lot of dates on here. This spans from the end of July, from July 27th all the way to September 2nd. So they're on tour all of August. So this is a pretty normal length tour, but they have dates on almost every day. So it's going to be very busy for them. They're basically all over the country. So, they said tickets go on sale on Friday. So if you haven't yet and you're interested, make sure you cop them before they're sold out. I would love to go, man. I would really love to go. And then, we can also kind of judge from the fact that this starts on July 27th that Logic will likely release Vinyl Days before then. Now, Wiz has just released that Full Court Press collaborative tape with Big Crit, with Smoke DZA, and Girls Talk, I think, which was a really solid tape. I really like that. So make sure you go check that out, the latest Wiz release. But obviously, Logic hasn't dropped anything. And I also think that Wiz will likely drop before that as well. He hasn't dropped a solo record in some time now, and this tours are basically for promoting an album and for playing those songs live. And so this is called Vinyl Verse. You can't tell me that Vinyl Days will be the album that they're performing on this tour. So it's gotta be that way. So Vinyl Days confirmed to drop before July 27th, but I guess we'll just have to wait on Logic to tell us when it's dropping. But at least we know it's coming this year. At least we know it's not like a 2-year period until we're getting Vinyl Days, or it's later on this year. It's before July 27th, so within the next 3 months basically, which is a good sign, and I really like that. Likely it will drop very close to the start of the tour, just so that the songs are fresh and people have them in their mind, are like, yeah, okay, we going with this. Finally, also Logic, after a couple of hours, that only DJ Bonix had this up, and I was like, yo, is this even real? What does this all tell us? But then finally Logic also took to his Instagram to share this post with us and give us all the dates and stuff like that, which kind of confirmed it on yet another level. He also posted yet another kind of art to this with the Vinylverse tour, which I think looks pretty cool. They have a bunch of posters and art art for this tour, which I think looks dope. But this also just basically tells us the same thing that those other posts did as well. So Vinylverse tour from July 27th, starting California, up to September 2nd, ending in St. Louis, and you can go, cop the tickets starting from Friday. So this Friday, April 22nd, and then just cop your ticket and go there. And it'll be Wiz Khalifa, Logic, 24K Golden, DJ Drama, Fet the God, and C. Castro. I think it's some big love that Logic is taking Castro on this tour. The two of them have fallen out for like the longest time and have only like over the past year kind of reconnected, and Logic immediately signed him to a label. C. Castro was locked up in the meantime and stuff like that. So she showing love. Logic is the big homie right there. And I think that Wiz is also dropping an album before this. It would just make sense. As I said, same goes for Logic with Vinyl Days, and I think that Wiz gotta drop something at some point this year as well. That Full Court Press was not like a album, like a studio album. It was more of like a little tape he did. They probably the four of them locked in for like a couple of weeks or like a week and just made that record. That's what came out of it, and I really enjoyed it. But I'm just saying we need another big Wiz album. It's really crazy how Logic just came out of retirement like fully. Like he's announced like 3 projects. He dropped Bobby Tarantino 3 last summer, and now we're getting a tour for an album that is supposed to come out before then. So he's like, he retired with the reasons that he wanted to spend time with his son until he was grown up, but now he's going on tour for over a month and not seeing his son. Like, how does that make sense? I guess he just he missed making music. That's how I feel like. He also just dropped a new episode, Just Another Day. The first one in 6 years or something like that. And I used to watch those episodes back in the day when they used to drop. So that already told me that he was back somehow. And now announcing a tour, this is really big for him. So yeah, Logic and Wiz Khalifa going on tour. Cop your tickets right now. Still think it's a very weird combination. Why are the two of them so close that they're now going on tour? What does 24K Golden have to do with all of this? That's my question. That dude, come on, you can't tell me that is not an industry plan. Y'all see the numbers you see the numbers that like Mood did, or City of Angels. They went huge, and then he dropped the album El Dorado, and it was like, the numbers were just whack. So that's kind of suspicious to me, not gonna lie. Anyway, we're gonna see how that whole thing plays out. I talked enough now. I gave you all the information. Now I want to know what you think about this. How'd you feel about this tour? Why do you think the two of them are going on tour? Do you think this means that Vinyl Days is dropping before we're getting this tour? I think it will, obviously. I mean, what would only make sense. What do you think the whole Vinylverse thing has to do with it? This kind of seems more Logic focused, to be honest, because he has that whole Vinyl Days, Vinylverse type of vibe, and Wiz is just kind of like, oh, I'm going with you. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Now, what you think about this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.